Plantar fasciitis is really rough because what it does is it pretty much takes you out of all the activities that you're in. Like when I had it a couple of years ago, it took me out of all three physical activities that I really relied on to feel good. And those were running multiple times a week, competing in Taekwondo, and playing soccer at least once a week, sometimes twice. And, you know, this was pretty debilitating for me, if I'm being honest. Like, this is the part of, you know, foot pain, plantar fasciitis specifically, that people don't like to talk about, but it's very emotional because it really gets you down. It's hard to rely on multiple forms of exercise, no matter what that is. Some people play basketball, some people compete in a sport, some people just run or walk. I mean, most of the people that I talk to, it's just walking and running that they wish they could have again, or even just being on their feet at work. And so their everyday life becomes very painful, and this is why it's such an emotional thing. It hurts because what you once relied on, you no longer have anymore. That sense of pain in your heel or in your arch every day, it takes something away from you, and it's more than just, I gotta, you know, sit down for a little longer every day. Oh, I gotta, like, you know, roll my foot over a massage ball or whatever it is that you're doing. It's deeper than that. It hits hard because you're out of things now. Like, I remember just telling my friends for 2 summers straight, no, I can't go play. No, I can't do that. That's too long of a walk. No, like, I can't do that either because I'm gonna be walking on like hard ground. Like, I can't walk through a store for too long, or I can't be walking on really hard ground for too long because I'm gonna be in pain and I'm gonna have to sit. And this just sucks. It takes a toll on your whole entire life. Waking up every single morning, jumping out of bed, and the first steps of your day are very painful. The pain eases up a bit as the day goes on. You can walk around your house and start getting some blood flow down through the foot, and it feels a little bit better, but you're still in this dull pain all day long. And to be honest, that pain is bad enough, but waking up and jumping out of bed to a very painful heel or a very painful arch, what some people have, it's just terrible. And you start the day, ironically, on a bad foot. You start the day on a very bad point where you know that you're down for the count. Like, that gym workout is kind of like an afterthought now because you don't feel as good as you should. Going for a run, not very feasible. Another thing that used to happen to me is I would have to weigh up which activities were more valuable to me. So at the time when it first started, I was still in school. I was actually finishing school. And that was okay because I'd be seated all day, but the part that wasn't okay was if I had work. So if I had work, that pretty much meant that I couldn't exercise that day. So if there was a pickup soccer game, I wanted to go to the gym, whatever it was, I had to pretty much count myself out of that. Because if I had a work shift before or after school, that just wasn't feasible. Like, I couldn't be running on a gym floor and then expect to like work a shift of work. That's just not gonna happen because my heel would hurt too much. So these are some of the rough things that plantar fasciitis comes with. It's not just some, you know, light pain in your heel that's a little annoying, but whatever. It's emotional. It actually, it gets down to your core. And I tell people this, I tell people stop identifying with your pain, and you know, it's not so much like a parent yelling at you, it's more so a reminder of you are not plantar fasciitis, you are not foot pain, you're still Will, you just are suffering with foot pain right now. Huge difference in that. A lot of people have had the foot pain for so long that, you know, 6 years, 19 years, someone I just talked to, they are so accustomed to describing their pain to people, and they're so accustomed to saying no to everything thrown at them that they're basically like, I just am the foot pain now. I'm just like the person who's in pain. Like it actually has become part of my identity, so much so that people learn what to expect from me. Like I can't be spontaneous. I can't pick up activities. I have a very set routine of just, I can do this and then I'm done. I have to sit again. So I tell people, don't identify with the pain. It's a reminder. It's a reminder that you have pain now, but you will not have pain later if you follow the correct steps. And that's why we're here. I was once taken out of, don't forget, running, taekwondo, and playing soccer. These are all things that I can do now. Now I play soccer once a week and I run once, twice a week. And I also work on my feet. So these are things that I can now implement back into my life, even though I have a full 8-hour work shift later too. So these are the possibilities to have at your feet again. You can be back to full strength again. You just need to follow the correct steps. Identifying with your pain is not going to help you. I would actually argue it's best to separate yourself from the pain and remember that you're trying to restore full function that you once had. It's been a long time since you have had that full function, but you will get there again if you follow what we talk about here.